Okay, guys, so the trends continued here, and the Sens keeps re-signing some of their players now, so that's good news. As today they announced they had signed Chris Tierney to a 2-year deal worth 3.5 million per year. The deal will pay him 2.8 million in the first year of the contract, and then in the second year he's going to be making 4.2 million. So I think it's a pretty fair deal for the Sens. You know, obviously I mentioned in earlier videos I didn't want them to overpay Chris Tierney, so they get him at a good price because he's a good player. But for me, he's not a first line player, much like Connor Brown that I mentioned the other day. He's not a first line player. He only played there out of necessity after they traded Pajot to the Islanders. And for Tierney, I mean, he's a guy that can kill penalties. He can put up a good amount of points. He put up 11 goals, 26 assists for 37 points, which is very respectable. But that's what I see him as, about a 30 to 40 point guy that can kill penalties and play well defensively in a checking role against the other team's top lines. And I think now we're seeing this trend where contracts seem to be in the first year of them, their players are getting less money than in the next years, because I think the league and especially, or at least with the Sens players anyways, they're doing that because I think they're planning, because we probably know that more than likely there's not going to be any fans in attendance this upcoming season. So that's obviously going to be a big loss money-wise for the league and for the Ottawa Senators. So I think that's why they're trying to make these contracts be less money in the first year, and then in this next year for 2021, 2022, and beyond that, if the contract goes beyond that season for other players, they give those players more money because they're in hopes that there will be fans back again in the stands, and they can get their normal revenues that they get, and then they can pay these guys their money. But the average annual value works out to 3.5 million, so it's still a very fair deal for the Sens and Chris Tierney going forward here. But guys, that's all I have to say on this signing for now. I'm obviously really happy and excited to have Chris Tierney back. I hope he's not going to be our number one center next year. As much as I like him, I think we have some good young prospects that will probably bump him down. He'll be slotted more properly as maybe a third line center. And if he's on your third line, that means you got some really solid depth there. And then here's the hoping that that'll be the case for the Sens, and they'll match up really well against even some of the powerhouses in the league going forward. But that's all for now, guys. Please like and subscribe and share this video, and I'll talk to you again soon.